Is editing going to be the biggest challenge, or was it all in the shoot?
Editing. I think it's always cutting your pictures. Always that's where you make the picture. So we'll see. I mean, it's I'm just getting into that process right now. But visual effects, cutting, like all that stuff. It's really where it all comes together. I mean, we storyboarded a ton of this movie. I boarded a lot because I come from animation. I like to plan stuff, nerd out on that stuff. So. A lot of the stuff, the sequences, the big action sequences that we boarded very tightly, we cut very similarly. So, now it's going to be making the relationships come together and all that stuff.
What are you doing in this world of Jonah Hex?
Basically killing and stealing. Burke's got a fetish, basically. He likes to stab people in the heart with his big sort of 12, 15-inch Bowie knife. And he likes to make money, and he's a bit of a dandy. He likes the finer things in life, and he likes the mayhem which Turnbull's crew operate in. He lives to live outside the law. He likes to live outside the law, and he likes to just basically live life without any apology.
This sounds like a blast. I'm just loving this character already.
Yeah.
Now, what was it like working on this film? Obviously, there's so much behind it. Great cast. What was the best part of it? It just seems like a cool experience.
I think it's great when you're working with real sort of heavyweight talent, and at the same time, it's a fun and relaxed environment, and I think that was important with this film, to get that sort of energy levels and to get that sort of looseness and freshness. And, that all credit to Jimmy. He's great at creating that environment. It's very much like sort of working with Zach on 300. It's like there's a childlike element to him, which I think penetrates through the screen and basically is essential if you want to make these comic book films. This idea of escapism at its height, and Jimmy was a great facilitator for that.
You've done some really interesting genre work too with Eden Lake.
Yeah.
And I love that movie, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
That was just kick-ass.
I know, it's like Deliverance with kids.
Yeah, I know.
Thank God they didn't make me drop my pants, but it's pretty brutal. And I think it was a very interesting subject matter, just because this idea that we've lost contact with this generation behind us, that these kids are have lost sort of connection with the older generation and have become a sort of real threat. I don't know what it's like here in America, but I know that definitely in the UK, there's a real problem with young teenage violence, and I thought that was a really interesting sort of vehicle to show that. And the fact, that as men we think that we're the hunter-provider still and that we can protect ours, and it was really interesting to see this character get emasculated so very quickly by these bunch of teenagers. It's pretty scary.
Hey, man.
Jimmy O, how you doing? We've talked
man.
a few times.
Yeah, we have. How are you?
How you doing?
Very well, thank you.
What's the list? Comic-Con. Are you liking this whole situation?
I am so far, but I haven't experienced anything but you guys yet. I hear the audiences and everybody's into it, and there's an insanity here that I'm just starting to experience now.
Yeah, no, the first, even Wednesday night, which is a preview night, was insane.
That's what I heard. Yeah. And I keep getting these texts from different people who have been here, today, yesterday, and all that. And they said, get ready, drink the Kool-Aid.
Exactly. Now, Jonah Hex, this is a really good chance for you, a really great role. What was your approach to it?
Approach to this role? Well, I think like any other role, it seemed, you talk about how fun it is or how unique it is, how original it is. That's the whole reason why I did it, because there was really no model to base it off of. It's not Batman, it's not Spider-Man, it's something very unique, and it's going back to these amazing spaghetti westerns. And for me, it's not just a western. There's a great kind of circus element, a vaudevillian element to it. And then I started, when I was reading it, I was like, do I want to do this? And then I started imagining people like Fassbender and Michael Shannon and John Malkovich and Megan and all that. And I thought this could actually be pretty pretty gnarly, pretty unique, pretty original. So I think we've accomplished what we set out to accomplish.
Yeah, it's a really incredible class. Now, what's next for you after this? After Comic-Con, after Jonah Hex?
I leave tonight. I go to London for Woody Allen's film.